We are still working on solving system of equations. Today you are kind of reviewing solving system of equations using the graphing method. So we are still going to practice the graphing method. That means I'm going to graph the line in order to find my solution. And I am actually going to use the Desmos calculator today. So first thing you have to do is make sure that you have your equation as y equal mx plus b format. So this is extremely important. You cannot graph the your equation if you do not have it as y equal mx plus b. So this is the first thing you are going to do. Stay organized, stay clean, and then try to fit your question in this area. You have two equations, so I'm gonna call them A and B. I have two equations. That means I need to have two lines. So first thing I'm gonna do is first copy your A equation over here. This is where I'm gonna work on A, and the B I'm gonna work on the other side. So that's what I'm gonna do today. 6x minus, you can use your index card in order to see the line. So it is 6x minus 5y equals negative 19. That just helps you copy them correctly. All right. Now the equation is not written as y equals. It needs to be as y equals. So first thing you do is move that 6x on the other side by doing the opposite. If you don't understand, this is plus over here because there's no sign. So you can put that plus. So step would be subtract 6x on both sides. 6 minus 6 is canceled. Bring that negative 5y down. This is where a lot of people make mistake. They ignore that minus. It needs to go down. Equal, you can write the 6x over here in the beginning and then minus 19 over here. All right. I still don't have y by itself. It is being multiplied by negative 5. So pay attention. This is negative 5. So divide everything by negative 5. This is equals to 1. So you're left with y equals, and simplifying the calculator, this is negative 6 over 5x. And this is positive 19 over 5. Or you might see a decimal. 3 times 5 is 15. So it is 3.80. Since I'm using the calculator, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to convert these to decimals. So that's A. This is what I'm going to graph using the calculator. Let's work with the B. It is y equals negative 2x minus 9. Pay attention, y equals, and you are saying y equals. So yes, this is correct. No need to change. So you are going to use it as you have. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these two equations in the calculator. And once I graph it in the calculator, I have the solution. So what is the solution? I'm just going to use this area to write my solution set. So from the calculator, I got the value negative 4 comma negative 1. So solution is, it's x comma y, which is negative 4 comma negative 1. So that's my answer. So it should be here. So your first line is kind of going here, and the second line is going that direction. And that's it. That's my answer. Go ahead, do number 2 example by yourself. I'm gonna work on number 3 so you can work on number 5. Sorry, number 4, and then we'll fix the number 5. And let's see. I have 2 equations over here, so let's work with the first one. I'm gonna call it A. So A goes over here, 2x plus 4y equals 13. I have to rewrite, and remember, you have to rewrite as y equal mx plus b. So have that over here on the top so you understand and you remember. First step is, this is plus 2x, so I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. And bring down the positive 4y equals negative 2x plus 13, because there's no sign, so it has to be plus 13. Next, you divide by 4 only on all of it. So y is equals to negative 1/2 x plus 13 divided by 4. You can get the decimal value from the calculator. It's 3.25. So A is done. I'm gonna fix the B. X equals 3y minus 6. Now, one good thing about this equation is I actually do not have to change it. Your calculator actually can graph this equation by itself. So as long as you have equation as y equals or x equals, this is x is by itself, so calculator can actually do it. So no need to change that. So all you can do is you can graph it exactly like this in the calculator and you will have the answer. So I'm gonna just use my calculator here and see what I got. So solution is, I actually got a decimal number. It is 1.5, comma 2.5. So that's where my answer is. So 1.5 on the x and 2.5. So it's over here. So this line was kind of going here, and the second line was going here. You should be able to do number 4 by yourself. I'm gonna work on number 5. I do not have a graph over there, so good. I'm just gonna solve and get the answer from the calculator. You should be able to do number 6 and 7 by yourself as well, and then I'm gonna do one problem, word problem at the back. What is the value of y in the solution to the system of equation? So this time I need value of y only. I do not need x. They are very specific. They just want you to find the value of x. Oh, if I read the question on the top, it says what is the value of x? So my answer basically is this. Answer is 1.5. So make sure you read the question so that you know exactly that which variable you need. You didn't need both of them, but you need one, so you have it from the calculator. All right, let's fix first equation. X plus y equals 21. I want to keep the y here, so minus x on both sides. You're left with y equals negative x plus 2. I will be able to graph this equation in the calculator. Let's fix the second equation, which is with the decimal, so you have to pay a little more attention. It is 8.5x plus 2.75y equals 132.50, so it doesn't matter. I want to keep the y here, so minus 8.5x on both sides. Bring this down. This is a positive, so make sure you copy correctly. Negative 8.5x plus 132.5. I need y by itself, so divide by 2.75 on all of it. This cancels out. Y is equals to, you're going to use your calculator over here in order to simplify. So let's do that. I'm going to use the calculator to get my numbers. Actually, it's a weird decimal, so I'm just going to leave it alone like that, and I'm going to use the Desmos calculator for that. So I'm going to type this in the calculator, and calculator can solve for me, and I will have the answer. All right, I have the question done in the calculator. Oh, this value, I copied the wrong number, it's 21. And I got the solution set. X comma y, which is 13,8. But remember, I need the y value. So my answer is y equals to 8. This is my answer. So sometimes you can just leave the fractions like that. You don't really need to do any work. Calculator can do the math for you, and it will give you the line. Example number 6 and number 7, you're going to do it by yourself. I'm just going to help you with one of the word problems over here at the back. So the one on the top is whole numbers, so I'm going to let you do that by yourself. So I'm going to help you with this one at the bottom. A tubing company offers 2 types of tubes to rent. A 1-person tube costs $12.50 to rent, and 2-person tubes cost $20 to rent. A group spends $270 to rent a total of 15 tubes. How many 2-person tubes does the group rent? All right, I'm gonna now define my variables. So 1-person tube. 1-person tube, X, I'm gonna call it X. So X represents 1-person tube. So Y will be 2-person tube. So let's go back and read the question. I should have 2 total. 1-person tube costs $12.50 to rent, and 2-person tube costs $20 to rent. A group spends total 270. So that's one of my total. That's total number one, because they spend total 270 and total of 15 tubes. So that's my another total. So this is my equal values too. Now, how did they get these totals? So together they bought 15 tubes. So together, if they bought X tubes and Y, they got 15 tubes. So X plus Y equals 15. That's your first equation. Your second equation is 1 person tube is 1250. So that is X. So it is 12.5 X. And 2 person tube is 20. So this is 20Y. So plus 20Y. So this is my system of equation. Now, in order to solve this system of equation, I have to first rewrite as y equal mx plus b. And from there, I'm going to get my answer. I need to calculate how many 2 person tubes, which is the y value. So for my answer, I need the y. So let's fix this equation first. 12.5x plus 20y equals 270. Subtract 12.5x on both sides. Bring down 20y equals negative 12.5x plus 270. Then divide by 20. So you're left with y equals, you can leave it like that or you can simplify. I'm going to leave it like that since I'm going to use the calculator. So this is where I fixed my first equation. I'm going to fix my second equation over here. X plus y equals 15. So subtract x on both sides. Y is equals to negative x plus 15. And I have my answer as y equals. Good. I will be able to graph these two in the calculator and I'm going to have my answer. So let's do that. Y equals negative x plus 15. Y equals negative 12.5 over 20x plus 270 over 20. So I use my calculator and I can see that my value actually is at x is 4 and y is 11. So it's somewhere here. That's the point, 4, 11. So my solution is actually here, which I can't draw over here, so you will leave it alone. Now 4, 11 is my answer, x, y. 2 person tube is represented by the variable y. So my answer actually is 11. This is my answer. So you should be able to do these remaining questions by yourself. So go ahead, finish these remaining questions, and we'll check them.